considered to be a believer whilst he is stealing. And a drunkard is not considered to be a believer whilst he is in a state of intoxication. أو كما قال صلى الله عليه وسلم. Shaykh al-Fawzan mentions meaning that the one who engages in these things and in these acts is deficient in Iman, with a clear deficiency. So Iman can fall in a person. It can diminish in a person and go down and down and down up until a person has nothing remaining of Iman with him. Because of the fact that he is not acting upon the deen of Allah. Because he is drowned in sin, in fornication, in lying, in deception, in backbiting, in namima, in publicizing the faults of others, whether they exist or whether they don't exist. He is busy in other than the dhikr of Allah. He is busy with other than the defense of the deen of Allah. He is busy with other than calling upon Allah and making ibadah of Allah. So he is indulging in sin, drowned in transgressions against the deen of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, fornicating, stealing, lying, deceiving, causing the people to sin along with his sin. So the Iman of that person diminishes up until there remains, as the Prophet ﷺ mentioned in the hadith, that only a mustard seed remains with him. And as some of the ulama have mentioned, that the Iman can diminish to a degree where nothing remains of it, except for a mustard seed, and when that goes, then that person has become an unbeliever. Though a person strengthens his Iman, strengthens it with the correct aqidah, and not being thrown off by the shubahat, and secondly, by way of active obedience to Allah, and keeping away from sin and transgression. Walhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen, wa sallallahu ala nabiyyina Muhammad, wa ala alihi wa sahbihi wa sallam. Alhamdulillah, wassalatu wassalamu ala Rasulillah, wa ba'd. The Shaykh al-Allama al-Fawzan, hafidhahullah ta'ala, he mentioned, and a person's desire for wealth may lead him to commit major sins, such as indulging in usury and interest transactions, in trickery, and taking false oaths. So one should be aware of the desires of falling into the fitan and into the fitna of the shahawat. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has forbidden us from looking at women that are undressed and from naked women other than our wives, whether it be in the shopping mall, whether it be in the street, or other than that, the Shaykh al-Fawzan mentioned. And it is forbidden to look at alluring and nude pictures in newspapers, in magazines, upon videos and movies on the internet. All of this Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has forbidden. Rather, Allah has commanded us to lower our gaze. And likewise, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has forbidden the listening to music and musical instruments and songs